It's the leader. He's the wizard. He's forcing the mouth open.
Well, stop him. Kill him or something.
My dagger is gone. You kill him.
Not me. It's bad luck to kill a wizard.
Wait. There's a better way to take care of a wizard.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode. As Garfield and Tana, I think this is episode 25. Not a lot of specific agenda items today. We kind of just catch up on Winter Derby and different things that have been going on. The second half, I'll give a disclaimer. We're going to talk Sorcery Contested Realms. It's a new game. A lot of you have probably heard about it. It has an old school feel since they're using some of the old school artists, and being that it's, in its alpha and beta sets, it kind of has that feel of early Magic, small card pool, people still discovering things. I know this is a Magic podcast, so if we get to that part and you're not interested, just drop off. The second half is pretty much all sorcery. But if you're interested in learning about it, I know people will be playing it. I saw several of the events, people have thrown out, hey, I'll be bringing a sorcery deck. So it's kind of moving in, and it just feels a lot more old school than other games. I've never seen anyone saying, hey, I'm bringing my flesh and blood deck or whatever. But so it's been fun. We're having a good time with it. So we're going to just talk about that. If you're not familiar, you can learn a little bit. If you're not interested, I'd say just hop off around midpoint there. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoy it, and maybe we'll get to see some of you guys in GloryCon here in a week or so. Looking forward to that. Thanks.
So in Magic, there's a lot of nudity in old school Magic, but is it all naked guys? Are there any naked chicks?
They're not really naked now. It just
There's a lot of guy butts though.
a lot of guy butts. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
and maybe that should be our first topic. I was trying to figure out different things. So the the deck photo contest is kind of taking a hit. I don't think not that many people were into it. I think it's outlived its.
No,
it's-
we have a winner. We have one winner.
Well, I had some cool ideas, and I actually talked to my friends about what he called me. I actually sent him my some stuff for GloryCon in advance, and he called me on it because it was like cool. So we'll get into that later because we'll be there next week. Which, by the way, it looks like GloryCon is going to be like the who's who of old schools going there, like DFB. Like I was just talking to Dave because he wants to do a Spice Files again, which is cool. So we'll do the winter wrap on the Spice Files. But he's like, hey, not that spicy, not as much as these in-person things, But he's like, man, it's the place to be. Like everyone's gonna be at this freaking thing. So pretty excited for it. It'll be cool. Anyhow, I sent him a little package. He called me and we were talking about it. He's like, I can't do the deck photo, but the movie theme anyhow was. I think it got people's interest, got people thinking about it, but I don't know who all made a deck. Basically, very few people did. I got a couple submissions. I really liked Eric's Pootie Tang. So I don't know. Have you seen Pootie Tang, Jason? You familiar with this classic film? This classic piece of cinema?
I'm not. I guess I'm not a art.
I don't know. It's
Whatever.
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever made it through the whole movie, but it
sounds too highbrow for me.
It's so freaking funny. Like, well, Pootie Tang is just so damn cool that he sings a song and it's just silence. And everyone is just freaking out about how good this shit is. There's just no sound. There's just nothing on. Everyone's losing their mind about how good Pootie Tang's music is. And so Eric just sends a blank picture of a play match. This is a Pootie Tang submission. So if you're a fan of Pootie Tang, you will understand how good that is. That was a pretty solid one. Mike wanted to do Fight Club because he had a cool altered set of Suma doppelgangers that were like good and evil, and he was like, oh man, he was like trying to figure out how to put that together as a Fight Club thing, and maybe the sideboard's the bad guy, and the main deck's the other guy, and he's like there was something there, but he just couldn't quite pull it together. And I'm like, that's a pretty cool idea. I like that one. Fight Club. I was gonna go with what's the male stripper movie? God, what am I trying to think?
Magic Mike.
Yeah, I was gonna do Magic Mike. It's got all those shirtless dudes. I felt like I could fill a deck with shirtless dudes, just Magic Miking it up. Probably would have been, something decent. There's a lot to that if you get in there. But I don't know. What was your plan? You had a plan too, Eric. What was you gonna do? I don't know.
Well, like I was gonna do Conan the Barbarian because it's the best movie ever. What really inspired it was I realized that the what he calls the Wheel of Pain is like the thing that Conan the Barbarian walks around as a slave, and then he like wears it as a necklace because it's kind of like what made him the warrior he is or whatever. And that exact symbol is on Glyph of Reincarnation. Like it literally is the necklace that Conan the Barbarian wears. So I was gonna do a deck photo as the Wheel of Pain, like a circle with it's like an X with a line through the X. And I was gonna do that, and then just do like a bunch of the legends, like Stang and like a millstone as like the Wheel of Pain, like Sword of the Ages. You can imagine a Conan the Barbarian.
It's the glyph of what? Reincarnation, you said?
Yeah. So that is Conan the Barbarian's necklace, like the exact symbol, which is pretty cool. So I was gonna do that, and then I was gonna do the deck photo in that in like a circle with like that X and a T in the middle of it.
Dang, good time to buy, dude. 33 cents, near mint. Oof, look at that drop. Shit, it has dropped from 36 cents a year ago down to 33 cents.
Oh shit, the market's collapsing, guys.
Damn.
Fire sale.
Fire selling right now, dude. I mean, it had a little spike here for a minute, and then like nobody's buying. I don't know. But once they hear this, dude, we should have pre-invested.
Yeah.
So that's the Wheel of Pain. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what he walks around. Like they take him as like a slave as a little kid, and he walks in that until he's an adult.
I don't know if I can find it that quick or not, but yeah, that's that. Just video.
And it's a strongman competition too. So they do that.
There's kind of a necklace right there, so
you can see it where it says Rogue Fitness. So like at the Arnold Strongman, they actually push around the Wheel of Pain to see who can do it the most. It's
shit.
It's weighed down like 1,000 pounds or something. They have to sit there and push it. But yeah, it's like a pretty famous symbol.
Off topic, not off topic. So Conan the Barbarian, did you guys ever play that? There was a computer game. I don't know if it's still going on, but it was like Age of Conan or something like that.
Yeah, it's like Age of Atlantis or Hyperborea, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's
something like that. Yeah, I played it for a little while.
Conan
yeah, that's what it was. But you could capture like slaves and put them on the Wheel of Pain to like break them in your camp or whatever.
Yeah, it's a super cool game. The Conan, I read the books and stuff. It's like the coolest fantasy world, I think. But in all the cards, you can just imagine like Stang or whatever, Bartel Runax. Actually, I have a lot of cards altered from Conan, so it would have been nice. I got like a Librarian of Lang did a Bartel Runax as the villain in Conan the Barbarian.
Who's the one guy in Legends? He's like I can't remember his name, but he's got like this like flowing blonde hair with like a braid in it, and he's just like standing there, big old muscular guy.
It's not Rancor. What's his name?
Ragnar.
Ragnar.
Yeah.
Ragnar. Yeah.
Yes.
That dude's so cool, dude. I would love to see a Ragnar deck.
I can't even remember what he does.
He regenerates a creature for band colors.
No. He's got sweet hair. I know that much.
How do you spell it? Damn.
You had it right. He's just at the way bottom.
That's
Oh,
really
it doesn't even
terrible.
show up in the searches. It's like,
There he
a
is.
$30 card.
yeah, it's not even part of the normal search.
Oh,
20 bucks.
yeah. Look at that guy.
He's cool as hell.
Look
yeah,
at the size of the fucking crow, though, dude. That thing is massive. This is the biggest crow I've ever seen. Damn.
That'd be
That
funny
is
if
a
like
true legend right there. I should.
actually the crow was Ragnar. The guy's just like
okay, the crows. I think you got that right, dude.
yeah,
You're
the guy
right.
just photobombed. The crow's Ragnar.
That's the techno Viking or whatever. The techno
Techno
Viking
Viking.
photobombed Ragnar.
Yeah, Ragnar's like he was. They did the photo shoot at the roller rink. Ragnar's just roller skating.
He's just going right by, dude.
You guys know Techno Viking, right? I think that's his name, right?
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, that's him.
That looks like him. Yeah, right on the top. Yeah, that's totally this dude right here. I mean, I think it's the same.
It's definitely
you gotta get to it, but I feel like that's the dude right there.
Yeah,
It's such a good video. People just like hand him free shit as he's walking around. Everyone just wants to give this guy free stuff. He gets like multiple bottles of water and like pamphlets. Just gives a stranger his water bottle and he accepts it.
This thing's got 29 million views from 13 years ago. If a raven swoops down right now and fucks him up, that would be the greatest. Come on, AI. I need to recreate this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original Techno Viking. It's pretty good. It's a long 4-minute clip. And that is 100% the guy that posed for Ragnar.
Looks like this
How have I
guy's
never
just
seen
giving
that?
him a free card.
You've never seen, huh? Yeah.
no, I've never seen Techno Viking. I'll have to check that out after.
Coming from the guy that showed us Too Many Cooks, I feel
know.
special.
I know.
Yeah, you got to hear the music kind of with it. I'm not gonna play it all now, but yeah, this guy just like cannot stop feeling the beat. I don't even know what they're doing. I don't even know why he's walking on the street. It's like a BLM rally or something. I don't know what's going on, but this guy could dance his ass off. He's not scared of a giant raven either.
Huh.
30-foot crow comes in, he just keeps dancing.
Keep going.
I feel like he's seeing giant crows on his crazy trip he's having walking on the street dancing. Yeah, that's Ragnar is just Techno Vikings hallucinations. That's all that card is.
Well, all right then.
It does look a lot like him. That's pretty cool. Glad I figured this out. Glad we solved one card tonight. All right, guys. Good cast. Let's call it.
Yep, we did it.
On the field of battle, man, a soldier should have no fear. That's the flavor text of Ragnar. He's so fearless.
This guy is fearless if there ever was one.
I would be so afraid to dance like that in public.
I mean, he's so out of place compared to everyone around him, too. I mean, look at the rest of these guys. They couldn't bench press a ramen noodle. And it's just like, hey, let me pull your beard.
Okay, fuck Parade 2000. Sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a big hit at Fuck Parade 2000.
Oh, makes sense now.
It's also known as the Field of Honor. Fuck Parade,
Man, if
Field of Honor,
somebody's
whatever.
listening to this on like Spotify or something, they're just like, "What is going on here?"
Yeah.
I don't even know what the hell we were talking about.
Someone needs to build a Ragnar deck, no doubt. It's
I don't know. We went from a
We
deck
were
photo
talking
contest
the
to the
deck
Wheel
photo
of Pain
contest.
to Ragnar to
Yeah.
Fuckfest 2000.
Yeah. that's a well-oiled machine we run around here. So that was anyhow. I think deck photo contest. We're scrapping it. Didn't have a chance to make a cool weapon as a prize or anything. There'll probably be a flood of submissions here at the end. I mean, people Instagram me a couple deck photos or whatever, which is kind of cool, but they already had them. So I don't know. Anyhow, we're gonna scrap that. I'm not gonna pull Chad Stewart and like
hey, giveaway, dude, I'm gonna give you an alpha soul ring if you submit. Like, it really doesn't mean that much to me. It was just kind of a cool idea. So, deck photo contest is over, and Pootie Tang wins. So,
Hey, Pootie Tang, way to
who
go!
saw that coming? Yeah, good stuff. The other thing, I submitted myself to the Winter Derby. Full train wreck. So without getting too much, I was gonna run essentially my GloryCon deck in the Winter
So
Derby, just make it for Swedish. So it's a Swedish legal tournament. Yeah, go ahead.
Before you get into this, has the Winter Derby already happened, or is it happening?
It's happening now. I did finish. I played my last game. So
Okay.
I went 1-7 with this masterpiece. So
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
but I had the deck done. I took a photo. I did all this shit. I'm about to submit it and play a match in an hour, and I realized that my only win condition is mana burn, and that I don't have mana burn in Swedish.
Oh.
So I almost signed up for 8 rounds with a deck that had no win con. So I scrapped that, had this deck in my bag, played it,
So then this deck only did slightly better than the deck with no win con.
No, the Metaphor deck is solid. I've already said I'm taking down GloryCon. I'm winning the whole fucking thing. It's over. I've already sealed that deal.
All right.
But yeah, this deck did horrible. But I played against the deck 3 times.
Yeah.
One with the only win condition was to exile my graveyard and start over. Like that was pretty rough. And I don't know. The one game the guy had 4 Sarah Angels against me. It was ridiculous. I played 1 round of robots. There was a cool Timmy from Timmy Talks played like a pretty cool like green aggro deck, which I really liked. I did like that one. That was sweet. But even in round 2, after I'm like, all right, I'll hang with my homies, got run over by the deck again. Another guy's like, maybe I should have dropped out after I lost the first round, but I'm still here with the deck. I'm like, good. All right. Love playing against the deck. Sounds good. But I did finally get in my last 2 games were kind of cool. I played against this guy that was on my deck real quick. I was running Wall of Swords because they stopped Sarah Angels and Dibs and the typical stuff, and then Evil Eye Worms Begorm because he doesn't die to most of the removal in Swedish. Seemed like a good idea. Bizarre Baghdad, discard off the land tax. It's just a super slow, crappy version of the deck. So, anything else is way better. It doesn't have blue. It did horrible. So I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but kind of glad it's over. But yeah, I had a great game against Kyle. I don't even know how to say his last name. But he was also on kind of a janky cool brew. It was my only win, but he was running 4 Guardian Beast. And like this was one game where he had 3 freaking, I just screenshotted it real quick. He had 3 icy manipulators against me. But earlier in the game, he had double Chaos Orb. So he had a Chaos Orb and cloned it. And thank God for freaking Dust to Dust. Because that was the only thing that bailed me out. Like I was about to just start losing 2 permanents a turn. He had double Guardian Beast, double Chaos Orb. And I'm reading the technical text. I'm like, wait, yeah, so they're indestructible. They can't be destroyed. They can't be enchanted. They can't be controlled by others. But damn it, they can be exiled. So I exiled both of those fucking Chaos Orbs. And then it was just like, he kind of got stalled out. And eventually Evil Eye kind of got there game 2. Game 3, I brought in 1 Preacher and 1 Diamond Valley. And we played for like over 2 hours. It was kind of a late night, and at a certain point, I had to Diamond Valley away my 2 Evil Eyes because I had a 3rd one in my hand, but I couldn't attack with anything else I had like factories and a trike and I had all this crap, and I was I preachered his guardian beast and killed him to the Diamond Valley. Then spent the next 2 turns killing my own evil eyes to the Diamond Valley, and then eventually I could swing because he was like 2 for like ever. So I actually got a win out of that game, which was cool. It was a great game. It was so much fun. And then the game match I played today, the guy was on full like Arabian flyers, so he had the Serendib Gin, and I dropped King Solomon. I'm like, sick. Yeah, suck it, dude. Because he just drops a Serendip Gin on his turn, my turn. Here's King Solomon. His turn, attack, double berserk, take 20.
Damn.
Oh, no shit. All right, that's how it goes, man. So that was a super cool way to lose. But yeah, I don't know. It was Swedish. We'll see. We're gonna do Spice Files with DFB. I was actually talking to Dave Lowe earlier on Discord, so he's ready to fire up some Spice Files again to see if anything comes out of. We'll probably do both Glory Con and Winter Derby. Maybe do another, mutual event or whatever, mutual cast, and try to. I enjoyed that, the Spice File stuff. That was fun. What else is going on?
Going on in the world of Magic, I don't know. Other than GloryCon coming up, that's next weekend, right?
It is next weekend.
Okay.
And did we all agree to put 4 dudes in a Prius? I mean, how big's that back seat?
I tried to tell everybody we should just fly. At one point,
I
tickets
know,
were like
but it's-
$130.
It starts out at 130. You need the extended leg room and all that shit, and that's everybody, and there's 4 of us. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be driving. I don't know. I gotta see this back seat because I don't know if I can put 8 hours in the back seat of a Prius, man.
Let's look at the specs of a Prius.
And I'm asking people like, no, they're pretty spacious. You'd be surprised. I'm like, I know I'm fucking driving. I already see it, but whatever. Anyhow, I'm excited to get out there. It'll be fun. I know Steven, he's been super busy. He's been out and about, but he wants to do a big event in Cincinnati or Cincinnati area. Like, I think there's a lot of, well, I don't know, we're kind of centrally located to the Tennessee guys and Michigan and Indiana and Pennsylvania, and there's a lot of interest in people that want to come to essentially the battle for Ohio, but you're not in Ohio, so we were looking at October 19th to do something. That was a date I threw out.
What if we did like the winner of that event is allowed to come play in the battle for Ohio?
Might be cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Honorary Ohioan.
I wouldn't turn anybody away that showed up to, I don't know. Well, I got so much room. I better not say that. But yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I really want unless someone overrides me, I'm thinking the format should be EC plus alliances. No Ice Age.
I'm down. So it's gotta be something.
You got no Necro, you got no Zernorb, you got none of those like annoying things that pop up in Alpha through alliances. You just got, the base set, skip Ice Age, alliances.
No,
And, you get Force of Will, you get those discard, but I think Force of Will sucks in old school. You just got 2 for 1 themselves. I mean, yeah, it's not that good. You get what spells worth 2 cards to counter?
Fair Angel,
Okay.
Disenchant, Swords to Plowshares. A lot of good cards.
You're 2 for 1 in yourself in a format that's just like dying to get any card advantage. I
Dude,
think it's bad.
That means that if you draw Brainstorm, you win the game. You just
Why?
draw like 5, or I don't know.
What are you gonna shuffle away? You're gonna put 2 cards in your deck and sit there. You got no
Not
fetch
Brainstorm,
lands?
sorry, Brain Geyser. Like, if you just like draw a lot of cards with Brain Geyser, you're gonna win because you have Force of Will and a bunch of other shit. And then like draw 7s, like your draw 7s are like, I'm gonna draw another Force of Will.
I think it's a trap. You help yourself. And then I want to restrict Gorilla Shaman to 1. because I think Gorilla Shaman becomes a little bit of like a,
that
it eats
just
the
makes me-
boxes, and it kind of controls the whole format. So all right, we got one Gorilla Shaman. But I mean, there's a lot of cool things you can discard for free. Those the green one you get like +3 counters with Trike is pretty awesome. You got Contagion. There's a bunch of, if you go deep in alliances, there's some weird cards in there. There's some cool stuff. I'd like to just see what it turns out to be. I don't think it's as solved as you think with a bunch of Force of Wills and good. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. And I'm open to suggestions, but that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. Is it's something that hasn't been done. We're gonna do it.
Most people that are gonna come know that we play pretty spicy stuff. I mean, I think that like the deck gets better with Force of Will. I don't think I'm gonna let off on that. But I don't think anyone's gonna play that deck. And if they do, they win. Who cares? Like who cares? It would be like one dude that might play something super spiky like that. I don't know.
When I played the deck, I was crushing the deck, by the way, in this freaking bullshit deck I had. He couldn't get anything through, but I main decked a Wrath of God, and like I totally overextended. I had like 3 Wall of Swords and 2 Evil Eyes. I'm just all proud of it. And like Wrath of God, I'm like, oh fuck, yeah, that's a thing. You just keep that in the main deck. Oh yeah, I guess you would. And then it was over. But
Jason, you play a lot of like blue-white with Moat and Sarah and Mahamoti. That deck gets way better with Force of Will, right? Because you get to just stop disenchant on the Moat. I know every deck I have, the only way to get rid of Moat is disenchant, and like the only way for me to win is to destroy it.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of split because like Force of Will's good. It's almost necessary in a lot of decks that play Force of Will because you're trying to like stop like an early combo or something like that. But
exactly. But there's no
I don't
combo
know.
mode.
Like I can't really think of a whole lot that.
Just cast it for 5. It's still a counter.
Yeah, but it costs you a life even at 5, doesn't it? Or no,
Yeah.
maybe not. No, I guess
But
it's just a 5
you
cost
just-
counter spell.
You can just play counter spell and I don't know. Whenever
I
I
feel
play
like mana
blue
drain's
white,
better.
I have a hard time. Whenever I play like blue white control type stuff, I have a hard time fitting like a bunch of counters and stuff in the deck to begin
Yeah.
with.
'Cause
So
you already have Disenchanting Swords, which is the best counter.
yeah, so you think like, okay, what do you want to Force a Will like on the first turn? And it's like, well,
Obvious,
oh no,
yeah.
they play like a Lotus and a whatever, and they play a Juzum Jin on first. It's like, well, I just swords it.
Yeah, you just
I-
like Ancestral and Mind Twist, you would force, right?
Yeah,
And balance, like late in the game.
yeah. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how it does. Whatever, if I end up playing in that in October, then I probably won't play any alliances cards. Honestly,
There's such weird alliances cards. I mean, there's some really bizarre stuff. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool to go deep
Yeah.
on that. I think we're going to do it at the factory. So we're going to call it. This guy is supposed to be Steven's baby. He's supposed to be putting it together, but he's been super busy. But we're going to do a factory fight night. So we can just do it at the factory because we can kind of go out there and just set up tables and no one will bother us. That'll be a cool Saturday setup. I don't know what to do for Friday. There's a super cool bar I found that's like all like magic and Gandalf the gay drink or whatever. I'm trying to remember what all those were, but that was it's a cool bar. I don't know if they have room for everybody or not. But
That's
anyhow,
cool.
I hate putting all this stuff together. Planning events a huge pain in the ass. But
yeah.
I do think it would be fun. I'd like to have one that we kind of invite everybody and.
No, that would be super cool. I had to draw the line somewhere. I like was selling all of my like personal collection, like all my new Magic cards and I was just keeping my old school stuff. And I had to draw the line somewhere, and I basically drew the line at like revised. So all of like my Ice Age and alliances and all that shit, I just got rid of it. So I'm not gonna rebuy it just to play it in some tournament. So
I've got a lot of alliances cards. Let me know. I mean, I do have an alliances binder that I barely use because I
If you need to
started.
pay $4
collecting
for
them.
cards on TCG Player, you want to do that for a tournament?
Nah.
No, I was just a slave to value, man. He can't
Fair. I
can't
would.
do it.
I'm trying to like declutter my life. All these magic cards drive me crazy. So I'm just trying to get rid of it all. And so buying some, then yeah, you play it in the tournament, but then afterwards you're like, well, what the fuck am I gonna do with these now? So I'd just rather not even mess with it.
Fair enough, yeah.
Crazy. I'm playing Alliance cards. For sure. It's Magic. You have to spend money to have fun.
Mm.
It's not much, dude. I don't know what you're gonna. What's like? What is it? March of the Machines? That was called.
Yeah, there's a set, March of the Machines.
I thought that's a blue card from like Mirrodin.
No, something machines and.
What's it do?
No, it's not March of the Machines. What the? Let me see if I can find it.
Are you talking a set or a card?
No, it's in Alliances.
Oh, I don't know.
It's a good card.
Ritual of the Machine.
Ritual of the Machine. That's the one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that card, and being in a factory, it seemed like kind of a cool. Ritual of the Machine does some shit. It's pretty cool. Okay, gorillas. That right here. Bounding the Hunt's pretty sick. 8 cents, dude. You can drop 8 fucking cents. I'm seeing. I mean, I know there's clutter. Just spend the 8 cents. Spend the 8 goddamn cents. Drop 7 cents on the Yagmire ants. Yeah, I mean, we're talking. I'll give you $1 next time I see you, dude. We can make this happen.
I'll give you $1. Don't worry.
Yeah, for a full buck, you can get a place at a Bolivian horde. I mean, come on.
I mean, like, I don't know. I probably got it. I've got 30,000 old bordered Magic cards sitting here. I could probably find whatever I need digging through this shit.
Yeah, there's some really cool stuff.
You run some Lord of Trestlehorn, just raw. I mean, come on, that's balls out, man.
Kesa seems really good, right? All green creatures get +1. Is that
She's really good.
Yeah,
she's really good.
Deadly insects. I mean, they're not bad. 6/1 can't be targeted. Oh, there's some cool stuff. I mean, and there are some cool combos even in. What's the one you can play? Field of Dreams, and then isn't there a card where you can exile the top card and prevent the next damage?
Yeah.
And so you can just like filter through your entire deck.
Damn.
And get exactly what you want.
It's an alchemist, and it's like mill a card to prevent a damage. You know. Oh, that
yeah.
Looks super tight.
So you just mill you get the one you want.
There's like a blue tutor, isn't there? That costs like 5. It's like a guy holding a book on the art.
Yeah, I should have probably better prepared for this. But I mean, when we wrap this up, we'll be able to talk about it. I can't find any of that stuff.
Ooh,
Lake of the Dead. I mean, that's actually an expensive card.
There's some super cool things. Nature.
Yeah, Lake of the Dead costs more than Force of Will. Who would have guessed that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's because Lake of the Dead's reserve list.
Mm.
It seems like every new set that they print a Force of Will in it.
Yeah, why not?
I think the last time I looked at Legacy, they're playing like Lake of the Dead into Grave Titan, which is pretty nasty. I mean, that's super strong. Grave Titan's a huge problem against like planeswalkers and stuff.
I mean, Browse is a cool like version of the book for 2. Yeah, Ritual of the Machine. What's that one do? It's sack a creature to gain control of a target non-black non-artifact creature for 4. So, I mean, yeah, it doesn't take much. You can just sack any piece of garbage and take their stuff.
And it's a sorcery, not an enchantment, where like control magic is just always disenchanted. You know, this you gain control.
Yeah, yeah, it's yours, man. Yeah.
I never really understood what was going on in that art.
I never figured out exactly what the ritual is that he's doing.
Yeah, what is happening with this guy?
I think he's fucking that machine, dude.
He's got it bent over and he's finally teaching that workbench what's going on.
I mean, is that an eyeball? Is it staring at him?
Well, rumors persist of the dark deeds performed in the depths. Yeah, He brought it flowers, but it doesn't care.
Okay. I think I've got a I guess heard it here first. I think I've got like a foil, or not foil, but like a silver signed Lake of the Dead somewhere around here. I'll throw that up as a prize if we end up
Prize?
doing
There we go.
alliances.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, Soul Grail's cool. I don't know if there's a ramp deck for it. If you go up like one more, it's like a Soul Ring, but it costs 3. Or no, just 1 mana. Never mind.
It's 1 mana of any color. It is ramp.
Looks pretty shitty to me.
Well, looks like a piece of garbage, yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. Oh, that's a good.
Krogan Horror's good.
Yeah. So I don't know if there's a whole theme around that. 'Cause there's a, once you throw that in, there's a couple different things.
Like
So that's what, I don't know. I know there's these Ice Age, but there's like an Ice Age card, like a Will-O-Wisp type thing, an Ice Age that goes with it, and that would be out. So I don't know. I just think it's a cool space that hasn't been explored. Of
Here, go back up. Go back up. This card's a deck, dude. This is a nasty deck. A little bit more. It's that black creature with a big eye. There you go. This guy's cool. This card's real cool.
It's pretty good.
sacrifice a black or artifact creature an amount of black equal to the creature's casting cost.
It's like a better that priest or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a way better version of that. Way better.
Burn your trade down to 1 and then sack the thing for 6 black. Pretty good.
Dude, that card's strong.
Yeah, sack this thing to the Ritual of the Machine, take their other shit. Black's unbeatable, man.
Black might be good. I mean, black's always good. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I know that card's good. Nice, I'm down for this format. It looks super cool. Tap X target lands. Whoa, dude, that's pretty nasty. I mean, it's a lot of mana, but if you're
if you're ramping out, you playing a mana flare deck or something like that, it'd be kind of cool. I don't think anyone's ever run a Floodwater Dam deck before.
Floodwater Dam mana flare. That's actually super cool.
62 cents. Yeah, he's ready to start. He's out there like gathering up the armaments.
That's a super cool card. Then yeah, you're right. Alliances is just kind of misunderstood with Ice Age being
because it's always tied to Ice Age, and like I've never heard it like by on its own.
Dude, this is sweet.
And hell, a 3/3 gorilla that regenerates is not bad. I mean, Gorilla Chieftain, you can just start beating down.
Gorilla Chieftain, folks.
I built that deck called the 4-drop gift shop. There's just a lot of ways to get 4-drops out off like a lot of elves. That'd be a good one in there for sure.
So if you got a Black Vice out and you regenerate this 5 times, do they drive 5 cards on a?
They may.
Ah, damn. They missed out on that. That'd have been a badass card.
That'd have been a real good card in multiplayer.
I mean, Thawing Glaciers is probably a solid thing that maybe you'll see a lot of because it is kind of nice and controlled. Oh yeah, Thought Lash. So Thought Lash with for 0, remove the top card of your library, prevent the next 1 damage to you. So you run the Thought Lash, greatest start ever with Field of Dreams, and then you can see the top card and you just reveal until you get exactly what you want every time. Until you run out of deck.
Super sweet card.
Yeah, and I think there's some pretty cool decks that will happen. I don't know. But I'm glad to be overridden, but I feel like this is something that should be explored.
October, boys.
October. We just got to get it put together.
Yep,
Go to a weird factory. It's got to be getting here because we
some alliance cards.
We don't have air conditioning in the factory, so I got to do it when the temperature's right. We have heat, but I don't want to get too cold.
Jason will not be playing Thought Lash because it costs $6. He has a $1 budget. We're gonna give him a $1 bill, and You can buy a couple
I'm pretty
knives.
sure if I look over Jason's shoulder, there's like 65 thought lashes in a stack back there. He could probably pay for his kid's college with the amount of thought lashes he has. He just doesn't know. It's like, that's where he's got to clear things out.
How organized are you with your collection? Do you have like those apps that let you like scan everything? Like, you know where everything kind of is.
It depends. So parts of it are very organized. The parts for the business are like super organized, and then there's a shelf of just shit where like I would throw all my reserve list stuff in boxes that just it's a disaster.
Yeah.
I've got a box somewhere that's got like 600 farmsteads somewhere around here. That's my like pride and joy.
600 farmsteads. Hell yeah. You guys got any new deck ideas you've been working on? I got a few that I've been brewing up.
Is it worth $1,900 to get a box of alliances for any reason for this event?
The only reason, no, because it's just overpriced because people want to get graded Force of Wills. Nothing in there is worth over $4.
Yeah.
I guess like the dead is or whatever, but yeah, they just want those two good cards to grade. No.
Why is it the TCG picks the $2,500 one when there's a $1,900 version right here?
It's
Because it's got a photo.
It's
Wow.
probably someone you bought from that user more, right?
No, so TCG Player is going to give you the lowest priced, just like Alliances booster box. If it's got a photo, then it's assumed that either that box is, it could be like damaged or it could have some shit written on it or something like that. That's usually the reason why people post photos. See, like it says some tears, right? So if you go back
Oh,
and you look at that first one with a photo, some tears on box, right? The next one, sealed booster box, sticker on box. That's why people post photos. So TCG Player's not going to feature that one because they don't want somebody like just buying something when it first pops up and then they get a box that's got tears or stickers or shit all over it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, but
It's not worth it.
without getting too much into the next topic, but I do want to just throw out a quick fuck you very much to everyone that lists their sorcery cards on eBay and they say non-foil. We fucking get that it's not foil, you cocksuckers. I'm gonna just list this non-foil for 10x what it should sell for, and hope that you buy it when you search for foil. Like there's like fuck you. I'm literally like, if I see a seller that uses non-foil in their description, I just block them. I'm so sick of everyone listing as non-foil. Yeah, like we get it. It's not foil. It drives me insane.
I don't know why. I don't know why sorcery is like that on eBay. Like everybody does that. They say non-foil.
It's relentless. Yeah. I mean, and yeah.
But at the same time, like, just buy your cards on TCG Player. Everybody's just kind of racing to the bottom on the singles.
But alpha foils are so hard to find, and
so you're okay.
So I'm trying to find unique alpha foils.
Okay.
And so I go on there and I look around. I'm trying to find something that doesn't cost a house payment, and just all you see is fucking non-foils. I'm like, oh great, thank you. You know. And luckily, the one seller was nice because one night I was ripping. I bought 3 freaking cards. I was killing it. I'm like, damn, this is a good deal. And like, they were so overpriced for non-foil, it didn't even make sense that they weren't foil. Like they were on the par of foil cards. I bought 3 of them. I wake up the next morning sober, and I'm like, son of a bitch. They all say non-foil. Like I know this is a thing, and I should be smarter than that, but. Yeah, it's just like every other one is unique, non-foil. You know, I mean, like, yeah, fuck you. That's my public service announcement. Fuck you for throwing non-foil in your stuff. So annoyed by it.
Crappy, dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like the sun is set on Sorcery Alpha
Alpha
foils.
Uniques. Yeah, you're probably right.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yep. Need to get out
I don't
of
know
here.
how much are alpha booster boxes going for? I haven't looked at that in a long time.
Well, just don't, man. It's better if you don't. All right, but before we delve into that topic, anything else that you guys want to talk about? Old school Magic related. I guess we've been doing this a little bit here.
Yeah, no, I really haven't done a whole lot with old school other than like I did all my purchases for January, collections and stuff for the business and everything like that. And I ended up with quite a few dual lands that I ended up keeping some of them for my collection. So I think I've just about got all the duels, 4 of every duel, except for like Underground Seas. Nobody's really selling Underground Seas.
Dude, I'll sell you mine. I've never used them. I was actually thinking that I'm like I should just sell these because like I want to have all 40, like I do have all 40, but I've had Underground Seas for like 5 years and I've just never once. I don't like blue. I don't ever. If you want them, I'll sell them to you. Honestly, I'd rather just buy other old school cards. So the only thing I've been really into with Magic lately has just been Bizarre Baghdad is a badass card. I can't get over that card. Doing that says empty, by the way.
I know. Look at this bullshit. Like, who wants a cardboard box with some tape on it for $149?
Yeah,
God, what is wrong with people?
Ruthless.
Oh, speaking of which, so I got home today, and I come in and the little one comes and gives me a hug, and I say hi to the wife and all that, and I'm like, "Where's our oldest?" And no, she's up in her room, talking with her friends. And so I went up to go say hi to her, and she's on her like phone on a group chat with all of her friends, and she's in the floor like cutting up cardboard boxes. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" And she said, "Oh, I'm making a something." I don't know what she was making, but she was cutting off a cardboard box. And I look, and one of those boxes had sorcery printed on it. And I was like, "Wait, what?" And I said, where did you get that box?" And she was like, "Oh, I went down to your card room and got it." And I said, "Wait, hold on. So what was in that box?" And she was like, "Well, there was other boxes of cards, but I just went ahead and set them on the shelf." And I was like, "Okay, number one, don't go in the card room and just start opening shit. Number two, is there a B or an A on the side of that box?" And she looked and she was like, it looks like a B. And I was like, "Oh, okay, we're good." But for a second there, I thought she opened my alpha case, and I was just gonna like
Just open your alpha case for some cardboard to make some
and then
football.
she starts cutting it up. So I don't know. I had a mini heart attack. But anyway,
Wow.
so
we
kids.
transition into sorcery. So anyone who doesn't get in, who is not into sorcery, farewell. I reckon we've been playing this other game and it's been super fun. So.
And if you're not into sorcery, but you're interested and you like old school Magic, you should probably stick. It's a good game.
Yeah, we're not good at it. So if you just are starting out or wanting to start, you're about as good as us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still on the fence if we start a podcast about bullshit and drunken nonsense about sorcery or not. It feels like there's a spot for it right now. I just don't have the time. I don't know.
Yeah.
Need one of you guys to fire it up or something, but it is fun. And it seems like there's quite a few old school Magic players that are getting into it, from what I can tell. I know all the guys in Cleveland. I guess 8 groups. There's 8 people playing up there. They're playing at GloryCon. I don't know. The guy did the right thing because he's not like a sellout for money. Dude's already rich. I don't know. I'm so envious of that fucking dude because he had a ton of money. He's like, what do I do? I'm just gonna make a cool ass game, and he just went out and got all the artists, and he's got the original Magic, several of the original Magic artists, not all of them, but like Drew Tucker did a ton of the art. So I'm gonna get a bunch of Drew Tucker stuff signed out. He's gonna be at GloryCon, which would be cool. And I don't know, just in general, he's not, in it for the money, not in it for anything other than like just make a cool game. I really like that. I don't know. Wished I could do that.
The artwork is very like 90s fantasy. So if you like the aesthetics of old school Magic, like you're gonna love this game the second you look at it.
Yeah, it's like 90s fantasy. So there's something weird about it because like when I look at that art for Sorcery, it does take me back to like the 90s, but it doesn't take me back to like the cheesy fantasy art that
I don't know. These
like
wolves are kind of cheesy, but they're great. I mean,
I don't know, they're just cool. Like it really does, and it really does remind me of like old Magic art instead of like old like bullshit art that you would find in, I don't know, what were some of those terrible games from the 90s?
Wyron or yeah, I don't know. There was
Yeah.
some good stuff back then.
Yeah, I just think it's cool.
I like all the old 90s fantasy art, man. It's all sweet. Yeah, the artwork's awesome. It plays really fun. We're not good at it, so casually it's been a really fun game. That card did a lot of damage today.
My God, it did. Yeah, I think it was
So
a
good.
nuisance. I've heard that. So what's his name? Brian Smith. Does that sound right? He's an artist. Yeah, Brian Smith. Apparently, he doesn't do like hand sketches. He just does art. He just paints it. Then he submits it, and they're like, "No, we don't like it." Like, make some changes, and he's like, "Fuck you guys! I just painted this thing. I can't change. I didn't do a hand sketch." You're like, "No, we need it." But he does some badass stuff. But I don't think he's included in the next expansion for that reason. But I like that dude. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's so much cool stuff, and there's so many like cards that, because the set's pretty big, there's so many cards that I'll look through and I don't even know what they do. And I don't know, it just seems like you can find a lot of uses for just about everything.
Yeah, I've been into this giant shark since the day one. I mean, he's cool. The fact this giant shark is eating a mermaid, I'm like, hell yes. That's what giant sharks do. And very cool.
I love the light that's like shining down from above and then it's coming down through his teeth.
No, that's like water bubbles, right? You ever like move your hand into the water? Like, I feel like that's like, maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe that's.
No,
not.
I think it's
light. I think it's just the light from from the skies coming in.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason, I told my dad about this earlier with the giant shark deck. But if you were to splash like air, and then use cards like wind gust and stuff, you could push things into your body of water. Use like, there's a lot of stuff in air that does that.
Yeah, there's so much like, that's like what I was saying before. There's so much cool stuff you can do that I don't know. I mean, I'm sure people have done it, but like, I haven't even scratched the surface of thinking about all the different like card combos and shit that there is.
Yeah,
and I like it because
I'm gonna take a bathroom break. Jason, why don't you give people that have never played this game, don't know what the hell we're talking about, give them a quick rundown of what it is. The grid and the different, because it's not a Magic knockoff. It's not like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, all that other bullshit that's like the exact same game, just kind of repack. It plays completely different. It's almost like a board game and Magic fucked and had a baby. It's like it's in the middle of that. It's got a little board game-ish feel. But yeah, why don't you give a quick rundown? I'll be right back.
Okay, sure. So if you haven't, if you've never played or even heard of Sorcery, then for one, encourage you to like look up videos on it because it's really cool. But you play with a 60 card deck, but your 60 card deck consists of like 40 cards that are spells and then 20 cards that are your Atlas, which are like lands. And Your lands and your spells are two separate decks, and you pick which ones you want to draw off of. So it kind of prevents like mana screw and things like that. But you play. So I guess number one, you pick a avatar, and all the avatars do different things. You kind of build your decks around those avatars. So if you play commander, the avatars are kind of like your commander. You're going to start with that, and you play on a what is it? A 5x4 grid. And so every turn you're playing a land, but you're not just, and the land is allowing you to cast your spells, kind of like magic, that kind of thing. But it's also kind of building the board, and the lands do different things. And so as you build the board and play your lands, you can, deploy your creatures. Your creatures can move between sites. They can attack. If you're airborne, then they get like, extra movement. Ranged creatures, so something with a bow and arrow can like attack the next square over. So there's like a lot of positioning that goes into how you play your creatures, how you move around. And the ultimate goal is to attack your opponent's lands and attack your opponent's avatar to bring them down from 20 to 0, which is called Death's Door. Once your opponent gets to Death's Door, then you have to, inflict your final strike against their avatar. So you can't just like attack their lands or anything to kill them. But there's like lots of spells, there's lots of creatures, there's lots of positioning and movement and just like crazy shit you can do. There's different layers. So some things burrow, so you play them under your lands and they're just kind of like walking around underground. Some things, are airborne, so they're kind of flying around, a little harder to hit. So I don't know. It's just a really unique game with a lot of really cool mechanics. I think if you're a Magic player, you pick up on it pretty quick. But yeah, it's just really interesting. And the game, all the art is hand painted, hand drawn art from a lot of these old artists from Magic and other media or whatever. And it's a slow release sets, so they're only going to release like one set a year with another small like expansion set coming out with it. I don't know. I don't know. It's a really good game, and it plays really fun. And I thoroughly encourage anybody that's looking for something new, that likes Magic, likes old school Magic, but just wants to try out something a little different, then I would encourage you to try out Sorcery, because it's really fun. It's really fun.
It's kind of affordable right now too with the beta release. Like the majority of cards are not that expensive. I mean, you can. There are some higher dollar cards, but
yeah. And one thing I like about it, as long as they don't fuck it up, which it's kind of hard to tell right now whether that's going to get fucked up or not. But so they released it. It started as a Kickstarter game. It ended up being the most successful Kickstarter game I think ever.
yeah.
I can't remember how many millions of dollars it raised. And so then they printed an alpha set for the Kickstarter backers, and the alpha was just print to demand. So 29,000 people ordered boxes from the Kickstarter, so they printed like 29,000 boxes. And so the alpha got sent out, it got all gobbled up, and the alpha prices have skyrocketed. But the beta, they released a beta set. You can still get beta boxes for, around $150, $180, somewhere around in that range. And the singles are, pretty affordable, actually very affordable. You can build a deck for a couple $100. But it's still kind of, they say that they want to make this a collectible game and they don't just want to like reprint shit into the ground. But there's a lot of demand for this beta still. So it's the jury's still out on whether or not they're going to print a second run and drive all this shit.
I bet the second run's already done. I mean, that's been highly speculated that like they have it in a warehouse and they're just going to roll
Maybe,
it out,
yeah. I
folks,
mean,
but
yeah. Who knows? Who knows? But I think the game being collectible, I think, is important because when you like it or not, a lot of people like to say, "Oh well, I want this game to be super affordable for everybody," and blah blah blah. But when you're playing a card game, it feels good to spend your money and to know that, if I buy a $20 card, that card's not going to go to 25 cents, right? You kind
right,
of
yeah.
want to be able to say, okay, this is cool. Oh yeah, I opened up this really rare card and it's worth some money or whatever. Whether you're going to sell it or not, it just makes you feel better, makes you feel like you're investing in something rather than just.
Well, I like
Flushing
the
money down the
option
toilet.
of cracking something that's worth something. I mean, it
Yeah,
makes you feel better about buying a box, and
exactly.
God forbid you get one of their curios. I don't know if you talk about those, but some of those are real high dollars that are super rare. Today, man, I fucking had. So this is what's great about the game. I had the Crown of Victor on my battle. Was it Battle Mage? That's what it is, right, Eric?
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, so the dude's a 6. I got 2 cards in my hand that are berserk, doubles the damage for the turn. I'm ready to fuck shit up. Eric plays an earthquake, buries the crown, puts it underground. Can't fucking now my dude's back to 3 instead of 6. So I'm sitting here for like 7 turns with just double berserk basically in my hand. I'm like, what the God, like why'd you have to bury my damn crown? I got nothing that burrows underground. And just couldn't like get it back. I think I did eventually pull off the win in the match, but I was just like I was so close to just like 12ing him and then 12ing him again. And it was over. It was like
So
be really quick.
I guess you guys looked it up, but that's an interesting question I never thought about. So if your avatar is carrying an artifact and you cast Earthquake, your avatar can't be buried, but does the crown that they're holding get
Yeah,
buried?
you choose all that stuff. I think with
I
an
didn't
Oh,
use
okay.
earthquake.
I
Yeah.
didn't use Earthquake. I used Cave In. I don't play Earthquake. I play Cave In instead.
Oh, you played Cave In. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so earthquake is they get buried and then everything they carry goes underground. Okay, I don't know where Cave In is on here.
It's the same thing, but it costs less mana, and
Mm.
it's one square instead of 2. There it was.
Bury all minions and artifacts occupying target land site. So he buried my crown, and then I couldn't kill him.
Wow.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a very cool play.
Dude, go to Chaos Twister underneath it. That card's
Yeah,
so
Chaos Twister is a weird ass card, man. But I don't dig it. The fact you have to blow it off the back of your hand. I mean, I get that he's trying to, but I'm not blowing shit. I don't want to spread COVID. I mean, it's a
I
weird.
like
He could have
this
done
game-
better. He could have fucking just done a Chaos Orb and flipped the thing from
They will in the future.
1 meter. Do something
But
cool.
Orbital Dexterity.
No, I mean,
Elite magic of orbital dexterity. It's literally Chaos Twister talking about Chaos Orb. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I have my Chaos Orb game. I need to, by the way, you and I need to talk lore. We need to figure out a freaking backstory to all those. Why are these people doing this stuff? But
I'm so nerdy. That's why I like this game, because I'm like a dude that's into lore and stuff. So this game, Sorcery, is the first game ever where I kind of get into where like I feel like a war general. Like I'm building my actual, like if I'm playing a water deck, like, I'm actually building the sea. Where in Magic, it's just like I'm just playing this fucking land and it's ugly. It's just like a picture of like an island. I don't care about it. But in this game, it has such a purpose that I feel way more into it. So I like how it makes every card is so important in this game.
yeah, Jason, you might like this. I'm playing the Court Jester with that land that you can play in any corner. So I can play it on my opponent's corner and like turn like 3 mana. I can drop this thing on their side and they start discarding the card every turn. And it's kind of like hanging out in the corner and they can't get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that, dude.
Yeah, Court Jester's cool. I've been looking, I haven't pulled the trigger because there's so many like old school Magic cards that I want to spend my money on, but I really want an alpha Courtesan Face, whatever, however you say it.
Yeah, what is that one? I'm trying to. Is that the one where you get an extra, you take the next turn, or the
Yeah, you
time
take.
walk, or
Yeah,
or
it's under the seas. It's you take their
oh,
turn and they take your next turn.
this is alphabetical. Okay, let's see what's going on here.
Yeah. Go down a little bit.
At the top, you can choose what element and stuff too. This website's awesome.
There
They got
she
big
is.
decks on there and stuff.
Yeah. I really want that alpha version of that, but just for the non-foil alpha courtesan face, it is, I think it's like $350, $400.
Because it's Frank Frazetta. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know Frank Frazetta. Apparently, he is a big fucking deal. I didn't realize
Yeah,
this.
he's a big deal.
I have like bookworks of his artwork. Yeah, he's super big. He does like he did like Conan for 5 years, did all the comic books for him and stuff.
Yeah.
He's-
So the Frank Frazetta, you've got her, you've got the
Death Dealer too, right? Yeah, Death
Yeah,
Dealer
and
is so good.
Death
then
Dealer
you've
is like
got-
a character too from outside of this game. It's crazy that they put him in here.
So you got Death Dealer. I do have that one, and then I have all my Violimps or the Franzetta ones,
Yeah.
Damn.
and
dude.
then there's Ruler of Thule.
Yeah.
yeah.
Water card.
Yeah, and then there's
Like talk about good art. That fucking Kraken is so bad.
That's so cool.
It's like,
That's my
just
deck
like
right now.
gripping a freaking ship. I mean,
Yeah, I built that. I built
and
that deck.
and the fact they did, I really love the elite, the unique. It's I'd like to have someone do that to old school. Just go through and be like, all right, yeah, Brain Geyser is unique. Ancestral Recall is unique. I mean, this is essentially what it is. And then you can be like, Mishra's Factory is an elite. You get 2 of those, and it would change everything so much. It is
So
weird.
I like a lot about this. So I like how so we didn't talk about this when I was going through. So you've got different rarities, right? So you've got ordinary, exceptional, elite, and unique. And those aren't just like rarities, but they count towards your like limit. They dictate the limit or the number of cards you can have in your deck. So you can basically have 4 commons, 3 uncommons, 2 rares, and 1 mythic of any one specific card in your deck. So this right here, Doomsday Device, it's unique. You can only have 1 of them in your deck. So it's kind of nice too, because right, if you're playing Magic and there's a particular rare that you want for your deck, and that rare is like a $50 rare, and you need 4 of them in your deck, that's $200, right? In this game, it's like the unique, you only ever need 1 of them.
See, I heard that about those Lorcana. Is I'm saying that right? Lorcana's the Disney thing or whatever. Like the competitive games of that I've heard, like you need like 4x of some like unique promo shit. Like you need to drop like $1,000 to even compete. You know what I mean? Like because you gotta have 4 of all this crap, and they've made the rarities super high dollar.
So guys, speaking of prices, I've opened 1 box and I've spent $50 on TCG Player, and I have like 4 decks, and I've won 50% of my games. These dudes like Jason, he has like a lot of expensive cards, and it's not really weighing me down that much, really. I mean, because
I don't think it's really about the price necessarily.
I just buy the uniques. You only have to buy 1. The cards that you need 4 of are ordinary, and they're in a lot of. You get them by just opening a box or whatever.
Yeah, the
I guess they have
from
like
the foils.
The Power 9 version, right?
There are a lot of cards that are even, there's a handful of cards that even the non-foils are worth money, because those are like some of the best cards in the game, right? They're hard to pull, uniques, whatever. But for the most part,
the really good stuff's like Grapple Shots, amazing. Just a ordinary, run 4 of them. Probably one of the best cards in the game right now.
It is.
Freaking Root Spider, out of control. So annoying with Root Spider.
It needs to be unique for sure.
And that's what I like, because like, a Grapple Shot. So you look at Grapple Shot, it's a nickel to buy a Grapple Shot. foil grapple shot might
Does
be
it-
like $10-15.
Here,
Yeah,
scroll up.
which is cool. That's what it should
Foils
be,
are so
right?
cool.
Yeah.
I don't like the cost of the alpha avatars though. As a budget
Yeah,
player,
stupid.
my favorite card in the game I don't even own. It's Avatar of Earth. I think it's the coolest card in the whole game.
Yeah, that's
It's
a
like
really
100
strong one.
And it's you can't build a deck without it. It's like, I see like a $50 card, like Crusade is an awesome card, but I can play a deck without Crusade. It's one card on a 40. Avatar of Earth, I literally need. I need that card, which I don't love. Maybe I'll get a proxy one or something if that exists. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's talk of like a revised version or something where they're going to reprint these, but nobody really cares except Avatar of Earth is like the really good one that.
Dude, it's so good. It's such a sweet card.
It plays really good with the Earthquake because you can like move, more Earth. It gets +1 power for each Earth site, so you can move some Earth sites around. You can do different things. I don't even know what the other ones. I don't see the other ones played anywhere. But it's a well-designed game because like the top 8 is like 3 or 4 different types of decks. It's not just an obvious solved thing, which is kind of cool.
The best decks that I do see though are like all removal and then like Death Dealer as like kind of a Sarah Angel type esque creature.
Well, somebody made top 8 with just like super aggro red with like the colicky dragonettes dealing damage and fireballs and all just
Cobalt
burning people down. Yeah, like that was
very popular in
Somebody won a tournament a few months ago just playing it was like 20 of those gray wolves.
The damn gray wolves. I love the gray wolves.
Yeah.
I want to take the deck apart, but I kind of don't. I sort of like it. I don't know. It's cool.
Fey Changeling's a good one.
I keep seeing that being played a lot.
I love the art on Fey Changeling because you've got like the little changeling, the baby in the crib, but if you look in the background, you've got like the things carrying away the real baby.
I hate it, dude. I don't like that card. I don't like that card at all.
Also, he changed out the baby with a fake one.
He swapped out the baby.
Shit. I might have to have Drew to sign that one too. That's a cool ass card. I didn't realize that.
That card, dude, I don't like it. I don't know. They're saying I think this game has a few too evil cards that I'm not playing, which that's one of them, dude. I don't know. That's a little too far. That card's
It's
weird.
only if you're in the 70s and you like devote your life to this thing. I mean, it's a freaking game. You gotta.
Yeah. So there's a short movie, and it's also like a story or something from Spain or whatever. I can't remember what it is, but there's like a old urban legend or whatever of this like spirit or this like fairy or whatever, and they'll come in and they'll swap out your children, right? So like it's like this old like
legend number
from whatever, and that art is like that's what it's kind of depicting. It's just so cool.
She rides around in like a cauldron, right? I know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't. I'm not that.
It's Russian folklore. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Boba or something.
I really liked your concept, Jason, of using the Grim Reaper with the crossbow.
Yeah.
But he's not Void Walk. Eric's saying
I thought he was Void
lethal.
Walk.
Yeah, if he was Void Walk, if he was in the Void, that'd be sweet.
Yeah,
Void
but
Walk
I mean,
is cool.
that's the other thing that I like about sorcery, because so in Magic you've got a lot of like old school Magic. You've got a lot of top down design. So the card tries to tell a story, and Magic's kind of got away from that in a lot of ways.
Yeah, they're bottom up now. They'll tell you that. You listen to Mark Rosewater, he's like, yeah, we're bottom up. So we design a concept.
Yeah, almost every single fucking card in sorcery, like you look at the art, you see what it does, and you're like, oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah, the pendulum of peril swings across like a group and just keeps killing everything in that adjacent location. It's so cool. Yeah. So pendulum swinging back and forth. I love that. Top down is what they call it.
I was
the land surveyor. You know, he showed up to be like, I'm sorry, you don't own this site. I believe you're mistaken. I'm going to take that from you. Got all the guys in the background like standing around. One of the cool things they did, I'm still on the fence about it. The foils have a full art back. The back doesn't match, and that is weird. I'll admit, but what is cool is when you get the full art back, a lot of times there's stuff under the text box. So the artists are digging it. They're like, oh yeah, well this is cool. And they'll hide things under the text box that you can only see in the full art foil back. I don't even know where you find all those at, but so Eric and I, like, how long till we're just playing with the cards all upside down because we're such ballers and
not me, but maybe you guys. I don't have anything foil. But
so
you could,
here, Jason, question. All right, so Eric had a mountain giant, which occupies 4 pieces of land, and then one of those 4 was his avatar, and then I grapple shot into his avatar and killed it, right? Or I was gonna fireball it, but we figured the fireball would get sucked up by mountain giant because he was in one of those 4 spots.
it's not fireball. It's the one that shoots 3 projectiles. So if he's shooting 3 projectiles at my avatar, but he's in, they would just go to. I can just say they go to mountain giant.
So, yeah. So if your avatar is behind the site and the mountain giant occupies one of those sites in front of the avatar, then the mountain giant's going to soak it all up.
It wasn't in front of it. It was just one of the 4. He was like on the front line, but
well, I think
I grapple shot into his avatar and killed him. So I hope I can do that. That's how I ended
So I'd have to look, but I'm pretty sure if you've got like multiple creatures and you shoot a projectile, you get to pick which ones
That's
they
what
target.
That's the
do I pick or do they pick? That's what I couldn't decide.
I think the person that's shooting the projectile picks, because like I remember, didn't we look that up, Eric, in one game that we played? Because I was going to grapple shot to you, or I was going to hook one of your minions with the Pudge Butcher, and we had to look up like, is it random or do I get to pick?
Pudge Butcher and grapple shot, you choose what you're targeting. That just says you shoot projectiles until it hits something.
Oh, well, let's see. I actually have the rule book downloaded right here.
I'm up to tattoo the freaking thing, and that is one of my concerns with the game. It was firebolts. That's what I was shooting. Shoots 3 projectiles in the same direction, one at a time. Each deals 1 damage. So I was shooting him at his avatar, but he had the hill giant at the same location, and so he figured the hill giant would suck up the firebolt. So yeah, and I assume he's correct.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's
a lot of rules, but I don't say there's a lot of rules in Magic.
Here,
But so my concern is there's a lot of rules and it's hard to get drunk and play this game. But I'm like, I don't know. I might learn it. I might be drunk as shit before long and playing the hell out of this game. So I don't know. I might be wrong.
So the way I look at it,
wrong.
Yeah, the way I look at it. So did you guys play Magic back in like 1993, 1994?
Nah, I didn't play the Ice Age.
Okay, so back in the day, so I started playing in like, I think the Dark had just come out, something like that. I don't know. And I was a kid at the time, but nobody fucking knew how to play that game.
That's what we've been doing.
Yeah, because you had that little bullshit rule book. You couldn't read it. There were so many rules. Nobody knew how to play. Everybody was just doing the best they could, and they were learning as they went. I think this is a little bit the same. It's honestly, I don't think it's as complicated as Magic because there's no stack, there's nothing like that. It's just different, and you gotta play it a few times and figure it out. But I think once you start getting used to it, you can get drunk, play this, whatever. And if you're drunk and you're messing up the rules, then who cares to begin with? So I think it's fine. I'm still trying to look up this projectile thing.
Yeah, I thought I went on Curiosa like the website and clicked on it to see the flavor, to see the extra rules, but it doesn't have anything about that. It didn't matter, by the way, if he did or not, because he had a grapple shot, which could target the avatar. So I died.
Okay.
This turn.
So just to clear it all up, projectiles. In the event of multiple valid units, the player that fired the projectile chooses which unit the projectile hits.
Nice. There you go.
Yep.
Okay, nice. So he can kill it. That's sweet.
Yep. So, problem solved.
You know what card
So
has been insane is a sinkhole. That land is way too good, dude.
Yep, sinkhole's really good.
Dude, there's a few
God,
cards.
it's screwed me so bad today. All right, so Evan hand rule. Should we be the group that encourages anti in sorcery?
Ooh.
It's early enough. I mean, what's the worst you're gonna lose? A philosopher's stone at $150, $200?
Yeah. Well,
It's
I
the
mean, I'm not
highest-
going to lose a philosopher's stone. I can't fucking pull one to save my life.
Well, let's see. Yeah, you got that going for you. But I'm just saying, once so like if we're going to an event, be like you're playing Evan hand, it's fucking anti. Do we just hardcore anti it and just see what happens? It's pretty ballsy. I'm just saying. Are we the guys that do this?
I mean,
the maniacs to introduce anti to a nice, friendly format.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for it. I'll ante some fucking sorcery cards, but I'll have to rethink my my collection strategy because right now I play with a bunch of foils, right? So all those things
Right.
are-
I know. That's what I'm putting the foils in there and shit. I don't know. Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, I've been sadly investing way too much in these alpha foils, but I'm gonna get them slabbed, and I never get anything slabbed.
Mhm.
But it's pretty cool. Is like if you freaking get a let's see if I can hang on. Let me see if I can show you guys what I've got. I don't even know how to turn this. Can't even stop sharing. Hang on. All right, let me go grab this. It's kind of cool if you get the
I have no idea what I'm getting ready to see.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Sorry, Pellet. He's just gonna come out here with a
find them. I've
full set of alpha foil.
Yeah, I got a full set of alpha foils here. No, I don't. But I did get an alpha foil 10. And so I scanned the freaking QR code. It's pretty cool. It shows you how many are in the world.
Yeah, your pop report.
Yeah, and I got the only one in the world. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, there's one of these that's rated 10. And it's kind of cool. I never got into these. So now I'm really anxious to see, but I got let me see here. Can you see? I got a land deed.
Land
It's a
deed.
10, alpha foil 10, and gigantism.
Whoa.
Alpha foil 10. And you scan the little QR code that's on the back, takes you to a website, and it's like there's only ever been one of these registered.
Which where'd you get them graded at?
The what's it called? CGC?
CGC? Rudy's
CGC.
Rudy's thing?
Certified guaranteed company. Yep. So I've got some more I'm going to send in there. I'd love to get more 10s. I mean, 10s is so that's the one thing, the alpha foil uniques, there's what, 250, and elites about 500 in existence. Alpha foil, I mean, there's not a ton of them.
Yeah, so alpha foil uniques is what is 248, 248?
248 of them.
Yeah. Alpha elites are still like sub 500, I think.
Yeah, there's some 500. I'll say right now that is the best deal. I see those freaking things everywhere for like $250. It's a good card.
Mm-hmm.
I have one, so I don't want to buy anymore. I got 2 10s. But it's kind of cool just to go and look them up and be like, oh shit, there's only ever been one graded 10 registered ever. That's pretty cool. That's a cool feeling. I don't know. Never got into that stuff before, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm on
You
the fence.
you're the one that freaking convinced me to do it, you dumbass.
I know.
I feel like this is a good deal. Yeah, now you're backing out on it.
I'm on the fence on whether I want to like grade all my foils.
Well, the
Just
only thing
'cause-
I'd grade would be the uniques.
Yeah,
I
but,
just 250 in the
there's-
world. I've been around alpha. I got a lot of alpha rares, and there's 1,000 of those or whatever. And you just see them, you know them, you almost find them, you're just kind of aware. Cut that by a fourth.
Mhm.
That's, I don't know. So I mean, the game could go to shit like every other freaking game out there that does, but that's the problem. It's like, do I commit to this freaking thing or not? But I've dropped a couple grand on this stuff already, so I don't know. But now it's
Yeah.
getting really out of control, and some of the stuff I got has really gone up, which is nice. I've got I got like a foil Highland Princess.
Ooh.
That's a good one. Got I like Warp Spasm just because I love the art of Warp Spasm. So cool. And Doomsday Device, which is just such a cool
Oh,
ass
shit,
card.
You've gone off the rails.
And the Spirit Destiny. I got that one too.
Nice.
Yeah. So anyhow, and I got a Blasted Oak and Doomsday Prophet, which are kind of garbage, but I got them. But I don't know. I mean, those are. It is. I've never done the slab shit. I've busted more freaking graded cards out than anybody. That's usually what I do, just to play them. But
Hey,
I
Dad,
don't know.
it's on eBay right now. You should look up this curio.
Oh, I don't need to get into the damn curio.
Look it up.
Share
though,
the
look it
screen.
up.
All right, what do you got?
Oh,
All right.
can I share my screen? Yeah.
You can share. Yeah, you can share yours.
Dude, this is so sick. All right, check out this fucking land, dude.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
It's so
Yo,
good.
dude, I want that so bad.
You've offended our entire audience at this point. It's
Dude, I want that. Like, I think I'm gonna get,
Jihad plus Crusade on one card. You are a
Yeah,
goddamn Hitler white supremacist.
I am not, dude. I am not. It's glorious, dude. It's when men had balls. That's all. It's a badass card, dude.
It's so cool. That's what I say. I'm so envious of the guy that created this thing.
Dude,
He's living my freaking dream of just like, yeah, I've made enough money in my life. I can now fuck around and make a really badass game.
That's gonna be worth so much money if this game catches on. That's the cool.
The actual bids are $5,000 already. Jesus.
That's
a
it. Buy it now.
I'll buy it now. Okay. Yeah, Jason's got his one curio on there for $7,000. So I guess it just means nothing, but still.
Yeah.
There's one for 4,800.
yeah. There.
I think I'd like to get that as like a painting on like my wall. I don't know if I need it as a land. It just looks really cool.
Just mural it on your wall. Jihad versus Crusade.
So
What's the other stuff that Magic banned? We should just have in the middle, like Jihad. We should make a Magic version of this. Like Jihad and Crusade are attacking each other with that. What's the black card where the guy's kind of strapped in, like stone throwing devil? Put it all on one card.
In prison. Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Jason, what were you saying?
So I was just gonna say, so there's there's a tournament kind of series that they're trying to start for this, and there's two like qualifying tournaments, and then there's a big tournament, or I guess the invite tournament or whatever in I don't think it's like Boston or something this summer, but the grand prize for it is an alpha foil Courtesan Thos And
Ooh, yes.
hey, look at that! Look at that good-looking $7,200 curio.
This
So
one's
is that the taker of magic right there?
That's my eBay account, Balls
Yeah,
Nest.
yeah, yeah. Totally
But
buying that
all
shit, dude.
nasty. Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
But so the prize for winning this thing in July, it's the foil Frank Franzetta Courtesan Thos alpha card, and then it's also an original painting from one of the sorcery cards, but I can't remember what it is. I'm trying to remember. I'll remember here, or I'll look it up here in a minute. But yeah, it's like an original painting and a probably couple $1,000 card.
That's cool. I mean, they're doing awesome stuff. I mean, I love what they're doing. They're doing all this stuff right. I really hope they don't screw it up because I
Yeah.
would feel so much better about the couple $1,000 I spent on this alpha rare shit if it doesn't turn into the next failed video in the card game or whatever. But
Well,
I don't know.
okay.
It seems like people that are into it are super passionate, which is good. That's a good sign. Yeah, they're really like if you're into it, you're really into it. And that's a good sign.
Yeah. And there's, I started looking over the weekend. There's quite a few. It actually surprised me. There's two places here local in the Cincinnati area that have sorcery nights. And I think one of the places said that they had like a group of like 8 players that played up in Cincinnati. And I don't know how many people come to the Newport one, but that's already more people in the area that can play sorcery with than to play old school Magic. So I don't know. That's
I
kind of
know
cool.
it's such a pain in the ass trying to get old school group together. These guys are all fucking busy with something. I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's all super busy every time. Like, I got this shit going on. I got like it's a random fucking Tuesday. Like, what do you got going on? You don't have kids or anything, but yeah, they're all God. There's the fucking alpha orb of Bala Birth for $350.
Dude, if I had no kids, I'd be playing a card game every day. Yeah, I don't know where everybody's at.
So I'm also the Magic player in me is like, what card's going to be amazing in 3 years? Because I'm like, Princess is probably the best fucking card. Like, you look back 5 years from now, that Princess that goes and searches for anything that's cheap, it's
Mm-hmm.
like, damn good card, dude. That is so good. It costs 2, and you can go get any artifact and cost 1. I mean, oh my God, that's going to be so busted. It's just like Ancestral Recall today when you look back 20 years.
I think a card that's going to be extremely good is going to be Call to War. I have dude, that card's going to be so nasty.
It's a good point, man. Yeah.
Dude, okay, how about this? Anything that says mortals on it is going to be a good card. There's so many mortals to where I think decks should just splash the unique what's the dude's name, the unique dude that gains control of all mortals, King of the Realm. Like, just play that in every deck that has earth in it, because you're going to gain control of like 5 things, and it's better to just search for an exceptional mortal and put it in your hand. Dude, as of right now, you can search up Frontier Settlers if you need a ramp. You can search up the crap. What, there was a card, Tragedy Worrywart, which can be really good against like a red deck, so you can get a sideboard card. You can just play a lot of one-ofs. Monster Hunter, just a lot of one-ofs and go get it. And you can play 3 of that as a tutor. So any more mortals is going to be really good. Call to War is where it's at in future sets.
Look at the curve on Avatar Earth.
Oh, I gotta see that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's going up and up and up and up and up and up. That's the only one that's really good from the old stuff.
it looks so cool, dude.
Yeah, they all do. It's one of those things where like I feel like they need to reprint those,
Yeah,
but at the same time, like I don't want them to reprint those.
they're going to. They're going to
Yeah.
reprint those.
Yeah, they have to.
They probably should. I mean, they should because they're cool. But I mean, and again, Avatar, there's the good one, right?
But I saw some artwork. There's some leaks of the new set for that. We don't know a lot what the new set cards are like doing, but there's the artwork of them and the new avatars. The artwork looks so cool that maybe instead of reprinting, they're just gonna make cooler ones. You know?
Yeah, who knows?
That's definitely a thing. And they got Edward Beard Jr. working on a full dragon set. I don't know if you checked out his stuff. You can actually so I'm gonna pull him up here.
I know I sent you guys that one. It was like a sketch or something like that, or a picture. Or, yeah, it was like a sketch of some dragon dude, and I was
Yeah.
like, that's got to be the new avatar for that little set.
Well, he's making it looks like the weed dragon, which is really cool. It's like this dude dragon completely made out of marijuana. It's so awesome. And then he's got the Dragon Lord. It's probably on his Instagram. I guess it's kind of hard to find.
Yeah, I think when you're buying like these alpha rares, and you're doing a good job of them, just consider in the future what will be super good. Like I think you got you got Blasted Oak, right? So that's gonna always be really good in like comp decks.
Yeah, Blasted Oak's probably pretty good. I don't know.
You have a Browse, don't you? Browse is gonna be like one of the best cards ever made.
Yeah, it got approved today. It went through the confirmation or whatever, like confirm it's real. I got a browse.
Yeah, that'll always be a card.
I feel like that's just like the greatest freaking card.
Yeah.
Look at 7 and pick one. I'm like, holy shit! I've seen what Brainstorm does. Look at 3. Look at 7. Are you fucking kidding me? So I don't know. Yeah, there's probably I guarantee I'm missing a ton of stuff, and I'm always late to the game or whatever. The tadpole might actually be something because the fact that one land is this the one?
Yes.
No, that makes 3 frog tokens. Who makes 7 frog tokens?
Yeah, there is a card. I can find it for you.
What's that called?
It's like Rain of Frogs or something like that.
It's called a Plague of Frogs. Dude, this Curio website's so badass though, dude.
Yeah,
I wish there was
Curios are nuts.
I wish there was a or like an app I could use to like build decks and stuff and look at things. But yeah, the fact that Plague of Frogs makes 7 frogs for 1 card, anytime you're making 7 for 1 is busted.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a thing now where you can like if you could turn them all into spellcasters. There's a card that makes that like all and you get +2 mana for every spellcaster, so it would give you like 14 mana. I mean, it's pretty convoluted and difficult or whatever, but again, it's a unique card that makes 7 freaking frogs for 1 mana. You have 3 blue, but
Did you say that you wish there was a place you could make decks?
not like an app on my phone.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I know there's the website or whatever, but I just wish there was an app.
Yeah, they really need to turn this web or this Curiosa website into an app.
Like this is one of my favorite arts because it's so cheesy and bad.
Yeah,
it's so Melissa Benson. It's like totally Melissa Benson. I mean, I love this freaking. It's got toenails and everything's got 4 toes on one paw and 5 on the other. I'm like, come on, this is the greatest.
Yeah, I kind of take back my comment about the art's not super cheesy from before when I look at this.
Here, while you all are here, I have a question on a card if I should play it or not. I didn't put it in, and I want to know. Vaults of Zol. So
Vaults of Zul.
Yeah, pull that up. Just Vaults, VAU. That should pull it up. Oh, maybe not. Probably be at the. It's a site. So I want to play this. Dang, I pulled up like a lot of stuff.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Oh yeah, that's the one where you go visit and draw 3 cards.
Do you play this in Pathfinder? Because the turn it flips, you are gonna draw the 3.
If the 3 cards, you're gonna skip a turn.
So Pathfinder moves up, and you instantly draw 3 cards and then your turn, or skip your next turn or whatever.
Now, Pathfinder didn't make the top 8 of the last.
Oh, I don't care if it did or not.
I'm just saying, like competitive wise, Pathfinder,
dude, this
as good
is
as
so
it is, didn't
this
make
is
top
not
8.
No, this is not. This is like, I don't know. This is like good casual, right? I mean,
Well, if you're looking at fun, then yeah, this is the way to go. The things are pretty amazing.
it's hard
Ancestral when you get to it.
It's I don't know. It's a huge drawback, dude. I'm afraid to put it in my deck. I feel like it's gonna screw me, but man, I don't know. I just wanted some professional opinions on this.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not good enough at this game to make any professional opinions.
Yeah.
Skipping the
I don't
entire
think
turn is bad. I think it's pretty aggressive right now. I think that's a bad thing to do because a full turn can just be your death. Then you just go in, kill you, death door, you're out. You know.
I don't think.
If I know you're skipping the next turn, actually, I think I have a foil that's beta foil, but I did pull one of these, but I just haven't been able to play. I just don't think it's good.
It's only maybe playable in Pathfinder because, like, really, your most avatars aren't moving around a lot unless you're playing Battle Mage. But
Yeah.
it's like it seems like a trap. It seems like a Yu-Gi-Oh thing when they design a card. Like, if you have a card named this, you do this. You know, it just seems like a trap. Maybe I might continue to not play it.
I kind of feel like I don't get to play the game very often, so I kind of feel like there's a lot of cards that I look at. Like when I first looked at Geomancer, I was like, this kind of sucks. Until I really started like playing with it. And then you're like, oh shit, this thing's kind of busted. I feel like there's a lot of cards like that, so I really can't comment on 95% of this shit. I really
we
Lords
gotta
of
get over
the
and play
Void.
with you more, man. We gotta beat you around some. See what's going on.
Yeah, we'll play soon.
Yeah, come work with us, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
Still thinking about
whenever
changing jobs. I might have something for you. I might have to hire you soon.
Yeah, I'll just get fired from my job real quick.
Yeah, you don't get fired and quit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can quit.
It's a lot easier to be like, hey family, I got fired. Now I'm going to go work with Brian and play sorcery all day, rather than say, hey, I walked in and took a shit on my boss's desk so that I can go play sorcery all day.
Yeah, you really can't bring that to the family. That's a really strong.
We do not do
point.
this all day. We do not do this all day.
We rarely get to it. We fucking work way too much. Why is there no cards on
2
here?
times a week we play for 45 minutes. The other
Yeah, and then the whole time my phone's blown up and I'm just like,
3
screwed.
lunches I've had this week. I just literally chugged 5 raw eggs in a styrofoam and continued to work. So it's not every lunch.
Well,
It's not every time.
the boy can dream.
I do love this all-terrain investments. I wish that my friend Jason would bring me the one he owes me because I keep running a proxy, and this thing is cool because it gives it burrowing, submerge, void walk. All right, so what's the deal? I said it's a minion. What can we turn into a minion that's not a minion? Like if you got an enchantment, can you make the enchantment into a minion?
So
if you're playing Enchantress, let's say I'm playing Enchantress. Enchantress can make an enchantment into a creature, and then you just make it a minion. Oh, if it's a minion, I'm sorry, I'm reading that wrong. Never mind. All right, I mean reading it wrong, but still, I do like this.
Unless you're trying to really hide an important card, like I could see you hiding that card. That like if your opponent has more cards than you, draw a card. Like burrowing that seems good. But just play that Hound, man. He's got all those abilities, and he's a 5.
Yeah, the Hound comes out with it already.
You just play the
Mhm.
5 for 5, man. The
I
Hound.
put on Squirming Mass, and he gets out of control if I can pull that
Yeah,
off. But
I think
it's
this is
just
a
a
little
fun
bit.
combo. It's pretty basic, pretty. I need to get into this more because I'm usually pretty spicy, but I've just been working too much, and all my energy goes in the wrong places. My Winter Derby deck sucked, and I don't know. There's got to be stuff here I'm missing. I'm just not putting my energy into
There's
it.
the big titty sphinx.
Yeah, Titty Sphinx is all right, but I mean,
Oh, that card's really good. That card's
Mhm.
crazy good, dude.
you think
Yeah, that card's in like
6 for 4 airborne? All right.
It's the top. That card's like a 2 of in the deck that won Gen Con 2023.
Well, goddamn, there's the fucking techno dude right there.
Dude,
He's fucking everywhere. Goddamn, what there?
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
Techno Viking is chilling right here.
So
Next
the
to
Techno
Titty
Vikings,
Sphinx.
Techno Vikings there, Riddle Sphinx, you have to answer the riddle before you can get into Fuck Party 2000 or whatever it was called.
He made it, and he finally walked there. He danced.
The goddamn Techno Viking is everywhere. The Titty Viking having a party, I'm there. Titty Sphinx, I'm there. Sign me up. I don't care if she has liver spots all over her shoulders and shit. I'm still interested. Still into it.
Yeah, I think the Riddle Sphinx is kind of cool because it's like you get to it's like a little mini game, right? It's like did I put the good card on the bottom so that you would think that I left a good card on the top, or whatever. Like,
It's weird, but you gotta draw a card, which is
It
nice.
replaces
Yeah.
itself, dude. It's a freaking airborne 4 that replaces itself. It's super good.
I like that Melissa Benson drew some decent titties
Yeah, she's
on a half cat, half whatever. Yeah. The thing. I mean, it's got wings. It's not a cat. It just looks like a lion with the cat wings. I don't know. Good job, Melissa. Well done.
And it's only 1 air, so a lot of people just are splashing air. And you can, if you just play that, if you play Riddle Sphinx and Grapple Shot as your only air cards, that's totally fine. And that's the same reason that the vampire smoking a cigarette or whatever is so good. Is it just 1
This
air?
dude's smoking something. What's he doing down here?
He's thinking, right? But
He's sucking on
looks
something,
like
dude.
Looks like he's taking a drag off of his e-cigarette.
He's hitting a vape, right? He's hitting a vape while the freaking Sphinx is checking him out.
Yeah.
God damn, I should have made a Techno Viking deck.
Oh.
And just put both up, put combined magic and sorcery together, made one deck. The Techno Viking. I could have won this shit.
Man.
Damn.
Yeah.
And my
He's
luck.
like, I gotta hit this vape before I hop up on this
I'm hitting a vape. That's
weird lion thing.
There's nothing else he could be doing, right? What else could he be doing?
It's got to be a vape, dude.
Either he stabbed himself in his own face with a dagger or he's hitting a vape.
Yeah, it's vape.
And there's a hot titty chick next to him, and he's sucking on the vape. Well done. Well fucking done. Damn.
So yeah, I'm really looking forward to going up to GloryCon. I'm ready to play some old school, but I want to. Apparently, some of the guys are bringing their sorcery shit. So
They're bringing their lopsided titty pug butchers.
Oh,
Pudge butchers everywhere.
Did you see the art for the Pudge Butcher that's going to be up on the Dust Store? So hold on. So I guess one thing for the listeners, every box
for all three of you.
Yeah.
For both of you guys.
Yeah. So every time you open a box of sorcery, there's a little like scratch off code, and you can log into your account, enter that code, and it gives you dust. And then there's going to be a dust store. Yeah, there we go. There's going to be a dust store where you can get like promo cards, play mats, like all this shit from the Dust store. So just by opening and buying sealed products, you can get Dust by like playing in events and shit like that. So it's something you can collect and then you can get something for it. Have you seen the Dust version of the Pudge Butcher?
No.
Oh my goodness. So it's Pudge Butcher from the backside. So you see his
Oh
ass
my
crack,
God.
and you see he's got these little teeny feet. It's awesome.
I don't know if this will come up or not. Let me see.
Yeah, I don't know.
Looks like a lot of videos. I'm not dealing with that shit.
Where'd you see it at?
I saw it. Where did I see that? I'll find it. I'll find it.
You
Talk
find that
amongst
shit.
yourselves.
All
I'll
right, come
find
on.
it.
I want to see. I don't know that I want to see, but
I found it.
lopsided titties and everything.
I did find it actually.
You found
Here,
it?
yeah, I'll show my screen. Oh, whoops, shared the wrong one. I thought I did. Here it is. There it is.
Yeah, there he is.
Wow.
Let Brian come back. But see his little teeny feet he's got down there? Oh, it's awesome.
Waypoint Portal's a pretty badass card too.
Yeah, that's a. Oh yeah, I was gonna say that's a frenzy, but no, that's that Vallejo guy, who's pretty big old sci-fi type artist.
Dude, the color of Outer Space, man, that looks like a really detailed painting. That's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, I'm kind of getting sick of Pudge Butcher though, dude. I mean,
He sucks, dude. He's so good.
he's kind of the format, right? Now, my dad plays Battle Mage, which plays like 6 different blink spells, so it's not as good against him.
Mm-hmm.
But my deck has been really fun because I'm like using Devour Worm, and I'm kind of like taking his lands and like gaining control of his lands, and I'm using land grant or land deed and stuff. So eventually, I kind of choose where I back him into a corner, and then I Pudge Butcher, and it's like you have to play, you know, everything in these like 2 little rows that you have.
Mm-hmm.
Then Pudge Butcher is like strategic. Otherwise, man, it's just like I play it, I get your avatar, I kill you in 4 turns. Man, it's a bit too much.
Pudge Butcher's rough because like if you he only costs 4, so there's a lot of avatars out there that don't really move around a whole lot.
But you're playing, play a site. The first 4 turns.
And so if you put that Pudge Butcher down like over top of your avatar on turn 4, it's like, bitch, you better have someplace to move, or you better have something to play in front of it, or that avatar is getting hooked and you're done.
If you get the Dryad or a Mox or like the Alchemy 9 or whatever, any way to get this out early, you win. Like,
yeah,
I mean, if
so
you play a mix into Pudge Butcher, you win.
So Eric found the promo Pudge Butcher. You can
I'm checking it out.
Yeah, see his butt crack and his little feet.
It's a woman, right? Tell me Pudge Butcher's a man.
I think Pudge Butcher's
weird.
Dude.
I mean, I don't
bald.
know.
Pudge Butcher's my secretary, dude. Come on.
He's bald. It's not nice. He's bald.
He is bald with no eyes.
There's never been a girl with 4 arms like that.
I mean, I was gonna say, look at those arms.
Dude, those arms are nasty.
Welcome to Hostile. I mean, and then Wayport Portal's kind of hot, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The OG one is too, though. It's like also got a hot chick on it too.
No.
Waypoint Portal is you got to play the card. I mean. Yeah, I get not as hot. It looks like the chick from. Looks like the chick from. The Ghostbusters. I'll share it.
The Marshmallow Man?
No,
I'm never into the Marshmallow Man.
Not the Marshmallow Man. It's like the demon possessed girl that floats. Very like hot 90s chick.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I see the hot 90s chick. Yeah, big hair.
Yeah, that card's a super cool card. I'm playing one of those in my deck.
Low cut top, nice skirt,
Hands that are
17
turning
fingers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing weird about that at all. That's really cool.
Did they use the same artist? No, they didn't. That's cool.
Who's dodge rolling over here? You know who that is? Someone wearing a butt flap.
Yeah, I don't know if that would be cool if there's another card. Maybe him.
You like
That-
this one? You like this? You play this card, Jason? I like this card. In the Dream Blast.
Eric played it against me, or maybe you
Oh,
played
I
it
did.
against me.
I play it whenever I can.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
card.
it seemed all right. Yeah, it seemed
I mean,
pretty
it's
good. 'Cause
demonic
you were able
tutor.
to-
It's a little held back, but demonic tutor.
yeah, you were able to tutor up some shit with it. It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
do you play Dwarven, the blacksmith or whatever, Dwarven anvil or whatever in Battle Mage?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really sweet.
People could try this element to this. It's too early. I mean, it's a good,
It's
cool
not-
avatar.
You can
Too
play
early.
if this is your mana, man. You can play a lot of like double mana cards. I think it's a fine commander.
I think Enchantress is the thing where I feel like you can play you can play enchantments anywhere, get them really close to your opponent, and then just like activate some shit and attack the hell out of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might build another Enchantress. I'm freaking, hooked on Enchantress. But yeah, 2 Evil Presence.
That's the
Well,
other
it makes
card
sense.
that I want to buy is the Eric's Curiosa.
Yeah,
Really.
I got one. You want to trade me?
Yeah, I know you got one, and because you got it from that box,
Okay.
right?
I got it from the Alpha box I bought from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
What kind of sacrifice you want to make, my friend?
yeah, that's a good one. That's a
Well,
good
Dude,
look
one.
you
you
should
right up.
rip it into too many pieces, scotch tape it back together, then replay it, and just keep like that crazy torn up card in your deck. That'd be cool.
Dude, if there's something I should proxy, that's the one, dude. I should do it before these websites recognize what's copyrighted, and they just rip the shit out of it on one of our, podcasts, like 4 or 5 listeners. I kind of like what the hell? I'm sorry, all over the place here. Polymorph's cool. I like Polymorph.
Yeah, but it has to be a nearby.
It is nearby. Yeah, that is true. Make something into a frog.
Yeah,
really
but that's still really good. How much does it cost?
2.
2? That's it? Ah, yeah, that's really good. I mean, because a frog
It's only
totem.
2.
You can't splash it.
Look how his neck's turned into a frog, and that's so good. The art is amazing, dude. He's like,
Mhm.
his neck is starting to become a frog. He's wearing the crown, just like I had earlier, which I was going to crush Eric with, and then, no, we're going to throw it on the ground and make you a frog. I'm like,
Dude, if you
damn.
ever played artifacts in any game, like artifacts are gonna die, dude. I'm sorry.
I always play artifacts in every game. That's why I always lose. It's
They're
just,
gonna die.
I have a hard time dealing with the fact that I'm constantly losing.
You should play Blasted Oak and Battle Mage, so that way it would have had to have hit the Blasted Oak. If you're playing something,
Ooh, not bad. I think Sword Animals is going to be good. I did get a 4 alpha version of that.
That's
Great art.
are already good, dude. They're such good beast.
Yep.
Looks a lot like my house. I got bats in the backyard. Got a goddamn cat in the basement with rats. If this was a freaking dog, I'd be set. My house. Who?
I have a lot of those animals dead and turned into like
You got those in your house already, Eric.
yeah, they're just not alive. I have a lot.
All right, it's 11 o'clock. We've talked a lot about sorcery. I should probably call it a night.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys want to talk about tonight before I
Let's play
shut
next
everyone
week.
down?
Let's play next week.
Well, yeah, next week we're going to GloryCon.
Oh yeah.
I do hope to
I gotta give you some cards to sign.
I'm gonna get some anti games in, play a little anti. I've heard there's a big push for Evan Moxas, so I got a bunch of those packed up in my bag. I'm gonna be passing those
Nice.
out. Play some Evan Moxas, play a little. I'll bring one or two sorcery decks. I'm not gonna get crazy. We're driving a goddamn unicycle all the way out there, so I'm gonna keep my stuff small. I don't know, I'm just gonna play the small cards from sorcery. That's all. My entire deck built of the little cards because that's all I had room for.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring a couple decks.
The playmat's gonna be hanging out the window. It's so big.
Yeah, play mats out the window and shit. Be frozen, be fucking cold as hell. But so anyhow, we got we got old school anti some sorcery. I bring all those. I'm not bringing any cubes. I ain't got room for cubes.
No, there's not gonna be time for it.
Not gonna be time. We gotta discuss our Battle for Ohio 3-person deck in the car, but that we got plenty of time. We'll figure that out. I haven't really bothered till now, so we'll figure that shit out.
Yep.
I don't know. Should be good. Should be a good time.
Yeah. Sounds amazing. The worst part's gonna be riding in this tin can all the way up there.
I have a bad feeling I'm driving my car because it's a little more roomy. I will.
You just take the truck. I'll buy gas. I'll pitch in for gas.
I don't know if the truck's that much better for space. You think it is?
It's big.
It's got a big cab.
Yeah, it's nice and roomy.
If I'd have bought the fucking Tundra license plate that's attached for white and blue, I would drive it, but I couldn't bring myself to spend the fucking money on the tap white and blue or W and U or something like that. I was like tap for WU. That's what I was gonna get. And I think it was available, but it was like way too much money. It was like $200 a year or something. It's a bullshit. I'm like, who the fuck gets a vanity plate? These are expensive.
It's like, yeah, $60,000 truck, but I draw the line at
draw the line at the goddamn license plate. But I'm like, it's a Tundra that should tap for white and blue. If I'd have done that, we'd drive the fucking thing everywhere. I'd drive it every Magic Night or whatever, but I didn't.
Yeah.
So.
Well, whatever. We'll figure it out.
And I spent $500 tonight buying the goddamn alpha foil I saw during our thing, and then after I had to get those. Yeah, I'm so.
Which one did you buy?
This is the worst. Avatar of Earth and that foil unique. I saw it on.
Oh,
I've been checking
Christ.
TCG for alpha foil uniques. They're never on there. Under anything under $300, I've been buying it.
You bought an Avatar of Earth?
Yeah.
Dang, you might have to let me borrow that one day.
140. Yeah, I'll let you borrow it.
See, so lesson, or let it be known that I tried to get you motherfuckers to buy this shit when it first came out.
You did. 100%. You're like, you should at least buy the starter decks. Like, what do you guys care? You spent that much in beer tonight. I'm like, yeah, you're probably right, but I ain't playing another fucking new game. Like, god damn, if I had only bought those things back in the day.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like almost no one knows about this game too, so it has a potential to really go up from here. I mean, the events aren't huge, and the tournaments aren't massive turnouts and stuff. If it actually catches on.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think. Basically, the game just released in November.
Yeah.
Before that, it was just this alpha bullshit. Nobody really had it. So.
But I mean, literally, I got that the Princess for like $350. It's like $900 right now. It's just stuff's going up so fast. You can just tell that supply and demand. It's as basic as that. I'm like, shit. There's a demand for it, and there's no supply. We know the supply. It's written in stone, and I missed it.
That's why.
Yeah. Next fucking time, I will listen. All right.
No, I'm just saying.
Let's
I got
document it right now. The next game that comes along that Jason says you guys should listen and pay attention to, I will.
I'm just the problem that I've got is I don't know what I should do with the alpha boxes that I've got.
Keep them.
I just
keep them.
sit on them or
Sit on
open them
yes.
because maybe there's an alpha cool card in there. I don't know.
Sit on them.
Yeah.
Sit on them. Yes, I've watched Bitcoin go up and down, and it went up here, it's back down here. You know where alpha boxes? They just keep going fucking up every fucking time I turn around.
That's right.
But man, $1,500 a box right now.
You're gonna
they're
make me
gonna go up.
You're gonna buy all these alpha foils, and then you're gonna make me jealous, and then I'm gonna want to open these boxes, and then I won't get an alpha foil anyway.
That'll be a great day in 20 years from now when they're 30 grand a piece. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I think you hang on to them. That's my advice. Just freaking bring them over here. I'm building a new room with a new safe and a better vault and a hidden room, and you just come over here and lock them away. I don't want to see this shit.
I've got Brandon's box sitting right here.
Okay, yeah.
He wouldn't come over and get.
He'll forget about that. He was drunk when he bought that, so I think I can keep that shit.
Yeah. So
if he asks in a few years, I'm like, oh yeah. Here's your unlimited box.
Yeah, the problem with Brandon buying that one box is I didn't have a loose box, so I had to open a case. So now I've got like 5 boxes out of the case sitting here staring at me that I really want to open. But
yeah, so either I buy one from you or I do the Rudy 3-box deal.
Do the Rudy 3.
I'd like to draft. How do you draft this though? I mean, we need to call it a day, but how do you draft this? So do you have like a stack of like the basic lands available,
yes,
and then you draft the rest of it?
So you have a stack, so you have access to.
Sorry, I gotta go, guys.
All right, see ya.
All right. See, I gotta go soon too. I gotta figure out this draft thing.
So just the draft thing. So you draft it like normal. Everybody has access to a sorcerer avatar, and everybody has access to deserts, rivers, the earth ones,
towers,
the villages, and the towers. And so you just build your deck with however many of those you get, or however many of those you want. And if you pull an avatar, then you can play that avatar. But other than that, you just draft it just like normal. You can also play sealed.
What avatars are available?
Just the
sorcerer.
4
elements are available?
No, just the sorcerer.
Just sorcerer. Okay. All right. That makes sense.
Now, if you pull an avatar, then obviously you can play that avatar. But yeah, everybody's got access to the sorcerer. And I think that's it.
Sorcerer's fine. Yeah, that's good.
It's great. Yeah, sorcerer's great.
Yes, the sorcerer. So what do we need? If we're gonna draft, we need several sorcerers, which I've got. You've got them, and then you got a stack of 20 of the basic lands, basically.
I've got a fuck ton of those too. So we've got everything that we needed to draft. You can also do like sealed, like 6-pack sealed. If you don't have enough people to like draft around or whatever, everybody just grabs 6 packs and you build a deck based on whatever you open. That would probably be pretty fun too. So yeah, you can do it. So maybe
we're gonna find some Cincinnati people. I don't like going to card stores and stuff. I'm just old school's kind of spoiled me from that. It's a weird vibe of give me your money. It's like going to a strip club, and just assume hang out with hot chicks.
Yeah, it depends. Like there's some card shops that are pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm not anti-card shop. I don't know.
Yeah, I've been to some where it's just it's like I don't know. It's not a chill vibe. It's more like I don't know, just different. But it just depends. So I've never been to either of these places that play sorcery here in the area. So I don't know. We could try it out one time. That one is just like right down the street from your work. We could try that. one night.
Cool. Yeah, next Thursday is probably not good because we're leaving Friday
Yeah.
morning for Glory Combat. Maybe in a couple weeks we'll head up there.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll check it out. I don't know. But anyway.
All right,
guess-
man. Well, hey, been a night. Appreciate it. I think we spent more time on sorcery than magic. Sad. I don't know. It's gonna be what it is. I don't know. I see people flipping sometimes.
That's the thing. It's the right. So like you can only say so much about old school Magic. It's been around for 30 some years.
Yeah, and it's fun. I love the community and the people, and I'm like,
yeah.
Also, in the community and people are now playing something new. I'm like, all right, that's cool. I think I can hang with the same community and people and do something different. Yeah, it is fun. I do like the brewing, obviously, because I'm always coming up with weird formats. I like to brew something weird. I like the fact that you don't always have all the cards, which is cool. So there's a lot going for it, and it seems like other people are into it too. So I don't know, it is fun. I appreciate anyone that stuck with us this long in the podcast on old school Magic. We just spent like an hour or something plus on a totally different game. So
yeah, I'll never not play old school. I'll always be into old school.
Yeah,
I love what it is. I love the cards. I love the community. I love the, whatever, the nostalgia, all that kind of stuff. But there really is something to be said about a card game that you've got sealed product that you can open, and you've got, there's something to be said about that. And I think that's the only thing that I miss when I stopped playing new Magic was like, you can't really just like go and draft, and there's no like new crazy stuff or, whatever. But new Magic basically sucks. Sorcery is really fun, and cracking boxes of it is just so much fun. So
it's gonna be exciting to have a new set and try to brew the new cards. I mean, I always liked Magic. I think most people did.
Yep.
It's just like every 2 weeks you're doing that, and you're just like, oh, this is kind of burning the fuck out. You're like, I can't deal with all this anymore, and out of control. So yeah.
Yep.
No, I've been enjoying it. I think they're doing it right. I like what they're doing. Enjoying it.
Yep.
Taking
Super
all
fun.
my freaking money. Sucks.
Oh well.
Yeah, what's money for anyhow, right?
I know it.
Hope my great grandkids like card games.
It's like,
they'll be freaking rolling. They'll be loving this
it's
shit.
like, well, he didn't leave you with any
Like, damn,
money.
great grandpa was badass.
Yeah,
There'll be
he
a
didn't leave
fucking
you with any
bunch
money,
of
but you got all
basketball
these.
players that hate me.
Yeah, you got all
They're gonna
these.
sell this
graded,
shit at a ground set
cards.
for $7.
Oh well. All right, man. Well,
All right.
another banger.
Go on tonight. Later.
Yeah. See ya.
See ya.